One time I got robbed twice in the same day. Let's talk about it. So the first time I was going to work and I was across the street at the bank from the bus stop getting some cash out the ATM. I turned around to see that the bus is coming, but I got bad vision, so I couldn't see the number on the bus. I didn't know which bus it was. So I throw my cash and my wallet just in my backpack loose and book it across the street for the light change. Come to find, it's not my bus, but my bus is actually right behind it. So I'm like, okay, cool, I didn't miss it. My shoes are untied because I'm an adult. I'm out of breath because I'm fat. So I put my bag on the bench because I'm, tying my shoe. When you fat, tying your shoes can be an ordeal. You need full concentration. I go down to time and I hear something. Look up and there's a dude running. I see him kind of disappear around the corner as the bus pulls up. I'm like, what the fuck is he running for? I look in my backpack. The wallet's still there, but all the cash is gone. He had just reached in, grabbed my cash, and then skedaddled his ass away. The bus is here, and I had to get to work. So I'm like, fuck. I needed that money, y'all. So I'm on the bus. I'm pissed because that was like all my goddamn money. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I'm mad. Called my girlfriend at the time. She like, that's crazy. So I get to work. I got to go through my whole shift, explaining to everybody that I ain't got money for lunch. Luckily, 2 customers who like me, they gave me a couple bucks cash, and I was like, man, thank you. I was really appreciative of that. Shift ends at midnight. Takes me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get home by the bus if I catch the right one. Time I get home, it's like 3 a.m, and I'm hungry. So I stopped off at this overnight place and got me some donut holes, like the cream-filled ones. Every time I get those donuts, it makes me think of road trip. Anyway, I'm walking down my street. It's like 6 blocks from my house. I got my headphones on. I got my girlfriend's Discman. I'm old, y'all. And I don't know if it's because I grew up where I grew up at, but I'm always very aware of how fast people are walking behind me. And I can tell that this motherfucker behind me walking too goddamn fast, right? So I zipped up the backpack. You know what I'm talking about? Like zipped up the straps, like zzz. About to hit these burners, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't just fast for a fat motherfucker. I was fast. As I'm about to bust out running, I see another dude coming out from a street in front of me, like cutting me off. And I'm blind, so I don't know if he's got a gun. I ain't trying to run at nobody with a gun because I know what I look like. And I know that if I saw me running at me at night, I would just shoot. So I'm like, fuck. And I just like turned around. And I guess I startled the dude who was going to rob me because he was like, he pulled out like, what you doing? What you doing? I'm like, nigga, I'm taking my money out. Ain't that what you was about to get? Motherfucker act like he forgot he was robbing me. He like, oh yeah, give me that shit. His friend come up and they started patting me down. They were really bad at robbing. I had my hands in the air the entire time. They never told me to put them down. Neither of their guns were cocked. And I'm pretty sure one of them had the safety on. They were also holding it like right in my face. Like, dude, I could just take that from you right now. They're like, empty your pockets, dog. I want your nail clippers. I want your pocket lint. In my head, I'm thinking these motherfuckers do not have high robbery standards. Like, nail clippers and lint, bro? How low are you on the robbery totem pole that you robbing people for nail clippers, dog? They're not even $1 at the dollar store. And people are like, oh, man, martial arts, man. Why didn't you fight him, man? All my friends are like, man, you should have whipped their ass, man. Take their guns and shot them motherfucker. I was like, dude, I already been robbed today. I ain't had shit. They ended up taking my girl's Discman, my phone, which was just a clock, but the service done been cut off. The only reason I was worried was because I was working at Hollywood Video and I had just rented 2 video games. If you lose those are $60 a pop. And one of the dudes is feeling my backpack and he was like, what's in your bag? And I was like, my donuts and my work clothes, dog. And I'm like, man, if they take these fucking video games, I'm fucked. I don't have the money to cover this shit. So I was just like, man, you're gonna have to bluff, bro. So one of them's like, man, you sure what else is in the bag? I was like, motherfucker, let me just take it off then. And they was like, nah, man, it's cool, man. Don't worry about it. I was still mad because the way they were feeling my backpack, they crushed my goddamn donuts and squeezed all the juices out of it and shit. That's fucked up. At one point, one of the dudes actually has his hands full, so he takes his gun and actually puts it down on a nearby car so he can actually hold more stuff in his hands. Y'all not good at this. I know some people are like, man, I beat their ass, man. I ain't letting them have none of my shit. I'm not dying for $2 and some donut holes, fam. I'm worth more than that, goddammit. At least like regular donuts, at least. Also, what if I had to kill one of them motherfuckers? I don't want to kill no goddamn body. My anxiety is already high a fucking nut. I don't need to be thinking that these motherfuckers gonna come with the comeback like I'm not fucking albino and easy to spot. Some people are like, oh man, it's about the principle, dog. You think my mama give a fuck I went out like a soldier? Besides, as bad as motherfuckers were at this shit, I was like, oh, these niggas gonna get caught for sure. Finally, they was like, all right, man, go on. Got home, a couple minutes later, told my girl I got robbed. She ain't even get out of bed. They caught the dudes like a couple days later. They found some of my stuff. They wanted me to do a lineup, like they show you some pictures and be like, is any one of these dudes here? And I think that they thought that I was trying to not be a snitch, but I was just like, bruh, I'm legally blind, bruh. I wasn't really looking at their face. I was looking at the gun pointed at my dome. But it sounded like the cops didn't really need like my testimony because apparently there was enough other people that were like, yeah, that's the motherfuckers right there. Ridiculous. Even the cops was like, how the fuck you get robbed twice in the same damn day? I don't know. I wasn't planning on the shit. Anyway, all I know is that them donut holes filled with gooch juice are the reason that I didn't have to pay $120 back in stolen video games. So that's why I still eat them.